When you're out talking to partners, either our existing partners or other providers out there, you're talking to the CEO and the management teams. What are some of the trends that they're thinking about? What are some of the challenges they're worried about? What are some of the business model changes that they're navigating through? Give me a sense from, at least, into 2020 here. What are the big topics that they're talking to you about, that they're looking to address and solve going forward?
And one is there was no more up and down and laptop and desktops kind of a thing, because a lot of those things moved into Office 365. Yep. A big transformation over the last 3-4 years. You've seen that. And then the storage started kind of being cloud storage and things like that. Not necessarily, BDR was a big play for a lot of the MSPs, Datos in the world, and a bunch of other small SMB tools out there for backup and DR kind of a thing. So that transition into cloud, the phase one was Office 365. While the whole SaaS companies were doing all the AWSs of the world and all that, we've been helping with some of the customers. But corporate America, corporate SMB, MSPs targeting was predominantly Microsoft Azure. So the transition really hit them hard in the sense that things are getting distributed. In some sense, looking back, I'm glad it happened, because as an industry, we're surviving COVID without losing productivity, because we were able to move to remote SaaS tools out there, right? We're getting our work done, mails working, and things like that.
When it happened was essential.
It's a perfect timing as well. So when you kind of move out, when things get distributed, workforce is getting distributed, it's not centralized, it changes the IT profile. It's not necessarily, it's gotten simpler. In fact, it's gotten more complex. You can't just have on and off switches, right? You need some real hardcore switches, and you route traffic, and you need better VPNs and more, single sign-on or two-factor authentication, or where you put the data, and how do you back up? So there's a bunch of activity that happen, and security become a bit more important for them. And then virtualization in the cloud, running the applications in the cloud, be that Azure, you use their IaaS or PaaS, whatever you want to use. That was another phase that kind of moved after Office 365. And now, a lot of the companies we talk to, and I feel that MSP business or service provider business is prime time hunting ground for them is the mid-market. Mid-markets need a lot of help. Yep. You're not going to compete with outsourcing guys on the Fortune 100, Fortune 500. You might sell a bunch of hardware. If you're a big reseller of VAR, you might sell. So they all the VARs, MSPs, they're all collectively trying to be a scalable service provider. Yep. And the DNA is changing. In fact, they're hiring some good people. Management's getting scaler, they're savvier, they're investing, and now it's a serious business. Yeah. It's not being on the sideline and see what happens, but they just jumped in and swimming, and they're fighting it out. And so I could see a lot of transformation there, particularly the last 3-4 years.